there, childcare owners. Thank you guys for taking the time to hop on live with me. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Tuesday? I hope everybody has good weather, depending on where you are at. For those of you guys who do not know me, allow me to introduce myself to you. My name is Donna, and I am a childcare CFO. What do? Is I help childcare owners make sure that they are not paying more than their fair share in taxes via legal loopholes and guidelines with the IRS regulations and stipulations. And I also assist the child care owner in making sure that they have that financial growth that they're looking for within their operations with strategic financial management. Okay, so what today's live is going to be about is why you should start tax planning now for your child care. I know that the extension is coming up for those who are S Corps, for those who are partnerships. Your extension is going to be September the 15th of this year. And for those who are C Corps, your sole proprietors, your single member LLCs, and things along those lines, your deadline is going to be October the 15th. So the deadline is abruptly coming up for those of you guys who filed extensions pertaining to the 2022 tax year, okay? So if you need assistance with your tax filings to beat the extension deadline so that you do not incur any late filing penalties, interest, fees, and all that good stuff, there will be a link below this video and you can reach out to my firm and we'll definitely assist you with your tax preparation filings before the extension deadlines. It doesn't matter if you are an S Corp, it does not matter if you're a C Corp, if you're a single member LLC, partnership, nonprofit, it doesn't matter. We are well equipped to handle all various business entity structures. What today's video is going to be about why you should start tax planning now for the 2023 year. So what I mean by that is that currently we are in the 2023 tax year. So when January 1st, 2024 comes, or what I like to say, January 15th, 2024 comes, the tax season for the 2023 year starts right then and there, okay? A lot of my viewers, you guys get a little bit confused in regards to the timelines. So just wanted to clear that up for you that we're in the 2023 year. So the 2023 tax season will be in the year of 2024. You can't have a tax season until that particular year has fully been completed. So of course, as we all know, 2023 will not be completed until December 31st, 2023. Therefore, January 15th, 2024 is when the 2023 tax season will begin. Now is the time that you guys need to start tax planning. You do not tax plan when the tax season arrives. You tax plan before the tax season arrives. When the tax season arrives, that's the time where you just, being in compliance with the IRS, getting ready to pay your tax bill. That is not the time to sit with your financial professional to do any type of tax planning. Reason being because if, like I just explained to you the dates, if we're about to file your taxes in regards to the 2023 year, the 2023 year is gone. So therefore, what are you tax planning in regards to? What are you tax planning for? What are you tax planning about? If a year is complete, there's no way that you can tax plan for that year because technically that year is gone. And this is what I'm trying to get a lot of childcare owners to understand so that you guys can be clear that tax planning does not start when the tax season arrives. That's when that's you getting ready to pay your tax bill. That's you getting ready to make sure that your tax filings are done at the designated deadline so that you don't have to file extensions. But right now we are currently in the month of August. August is almost over, and right now is the time to start sitting with your financial professionals, to start tax planning, to start talking about the different deductions and the different credits that you as a child care owner can possibly take for the upcoming 2023 tax season. Now is the time, as most financial professionals, they have time to, sit down with you one-on-one to thoroughly discuss your business, to thoroughly discuss what has happened so far in your business. So this is why it's important to tax plan, because the year's not over yet. So some things that you may not be doing correctly, or some things that your financial professional may have felt maybe being left off, you still have time to start implementing those things. You still have time to start executing those things so that you can get that tax benefit for it for this upcoming tax season. This is super important. Now is the time to start tax planning. So for those of you guys who just really want to know, what exactly is tax planning? What does all that entail? Tax planning is when you sit down with your financial professional. It could be via Zoom, one-on-one, a phone call, and you just start talking about, the things that have went on throughout your child care so far, because we have 4 more months to go this year. And like I was saying earlier, when you're talking about those things with your financial professional, that financial professional can pinpoint, what's been done right, what's been done incorrectly, what needs to be adjusted, and can make those modifications for you so that when the tax season comes, you're not paying more than your fair share in taxes. For example, you may think that you have exhausted all of the deductions and credits for your particular childcare operations, but once you sit down and you talk with a financial professional, they may tell you, well, you left this off, or you left that off, or hey, if you move this particular group of monies into this particular type of retirement account or this type of investment account, you can get an additional deduction, or you can get an additional credit of some sort. Okay, so just because you feel like you may have exhausted all of your deductions, all of your credits, that's because that's the way you feel. Have you consulted with a financial professional to see if hey, am I missing something? Because a lot of times we get that the child care owner, you guys miss a lot of things, okay? When we do the diagnostic, when we look over the things that you've been keeping up with, you guys miss a lot of things. And the reason why is because you do not have that adequate bookkeeping in place with your child care operations. What do I mean by adequate bookkeeping? You guys are not keeping up with your revenues. You're not keeping up with your expenses on a monthly basis and reconciling those expenses. So it makes sense that, you're going to look over certain expenses and, certain deductions. And I get this so many times. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, back in July, I remember having to do a playground remodel, or I remember having to do some repairs in the maintenance in the nursery room, or whatever you had to do, but you did not have adequate bookkeeping to where, you were invoicing your vendors, or to where you were paying your vendors, via ACH, via check payment, via just something that you can keep records of. So this could very well be a $6,000 to $12,000 expense. Depending on the type of expense, depending on how much the expense, you can, fully write off that expense for the tax year, or you can depreciate it and get a tax benefit over the next 5 to 7 years, or however long that asset's life is, that expense's life is. Those are some things that you can talk with your financial professional about. After this video, I am going to have linked, it's called our Childcare Emergency Tax Plan, just in case you have a financial professional and you say, hey, I want to do some tax planning. We have 4 months left in the year. I want to make sure that, as a business owner, I'm getting everything that's allotted to me. Because, guys, the IRS tax code is meant to really benefit the business owner, but you have to use it to its full capacity to make sure that it benefits you. All right, so we do have a child care emergency tax plan for the child care owners, and what you can do, there's going to be a link below this video. Not only if you do not have a financial professional and you need someone to tax plan with, preferably a child care accounting firm to tax plan with, there will be a link below this video for that, but there'll also be a link below this video for the child care emergency tax plan, just in case you want to take your documents to another financial professional, and you can give this child care emergency tax plan to your financial professional and say, hey, here's some child care items that I want a tax plan for within the next 4 months, so that I can make sure that, I'm not paying more than my fair share in taxes, and I'm getting all the benefits and deductions and credits and things like that are allotted to me, because maybe I missed out on these things last year. I get that a lot. I feel like I missed out on a lot of deductions and credits, but that's not going to be me this year. So that child care emergency tax plan is for you. Also, because the deadline, like I indicated previously, is going to be September the 15th for partnerships and for S Corps, and then, for all other business entity structures such as C Corps, single member LLCs, sole proprietors, and things along those lines. You guys' tax deadline extension will be October the 15th. This child care emergency tax plan will help you as well. You can take this tax plan to your professional and say, hey, I know we got a limited amount of time, but I want to look into these items to see if I can possibly, if my operations can possibly save on taxes utilizing these particular numerical items within this emergency tax plan, because it is a state of an emergency. Okay, you do not want to pay the IRS more than your fair share in taxes. That's just not something that we want to do. You don't have to do it. Like I said, the IRS tax code was meant to favor the business owner, but you have to play the code correctly. Again, if you are needing assistance with this, if you have your tax plan together, you're good to go, this is not for you. But if you're that child care owner and you need some assistance and you need some guidance from the tax planning perspective, where you want to talk to someone one-on-one, there's a link below for a free 15-minute consultation. Or if you're that child care owner that says, hey, I have a financial professional, I just want the tax plan so I can take it to my financial professional to make sure that I'm covered in all these areas, there will be a link for the child care emergency tax plan below this live video as well. So I hope that was very informational to you, that right now is the time to start tax planning. Waiting until it's time to prepare your taxes, that's not the time to start tax planning, because the financial professional who's doing your taxes, they're not going to have time to sit down and thoroughly speak with you and start planning, because like I said, it makes no sense to plan because the year is gone. What are you planning for? What are you planning about? You can't plan the past because the past has already happened. And so that's what I see year after year a lot of child care owners running into. And I think now is the perfect time to get the message out that that's not what you want to do. Now is the time to start tax planning. Tax preparation is next year. Tax planning is right here, right now. Okay, so I hope that was very informative to you. I hope to speak to a lot of you child care owners soon. And thank you for those who joined on the live. And thank you for those who were not able to join on the live, but still, came back to this content and, just looked at the content to see how it could apply to you, your particular, and what you're going through with your child care. Because as I always say, every child care is different. So I hope this helps. Right now is the time to tax plan, and I hope that you guys take this seriously, and I look forward to speaking to you guys soon. Have a great one. Bye.